Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to yet another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. It's Wednesday, new review day here on the channel each and every Wednesday. Today, in this episode, we're going to take a look at another Charisma Records release from another Norwegian prog band. This, again, it's one of these bands I've always heard about over the last bunch of years. Just never dove into, but sometimes when you hear so much buzz about certain bands, if they're not already in your realm, you got to bring them into the realm, right? So this album is called, the band is called Tusmørke. The band is Hestehoven. Brand new release, Charisma Records. Yep, not safe for work, guys, right? This is, and for all of you under 13, yes, that is a naked lady on the front. So let's take a look at this. This is a crazy album, but a crazy good album, and the imagery on the CD is just off the charts. Here you got guys in the band, right, and you got this kind of like weird kind of pagan wizard or something like that, and then there's lots of mushrooms. Let me take this out so you can see it a little bit better here. But the artwork is just off the charts crazy, right? So here we go. So there she is. On the back you got more mushrooms. All right, and then of course everybody who plays in the band, lyrics. Most of this is in Norwegian, so good luck trying to read it. Unless you speak or read Norwegian, then you got words of caution from the Satyr's Grove, a little essay about the band and album. And then, get ready for this, folks. Yep, look at that. That toad is obviously enjoying himself. And then after he was doing that, he's having himself a smoke. It's crazy stuff. Anyway, again, Norwegian band. I'll try my best to read you the guys' names in the band. We've got Benedictator, and he plays bass, vocals, acoustic and electric guitar, sax, mellotron, mini moog, Roland, ARP, Odyssey, all sorts of other keyboards and things, glockenspiel, cymbals, percussion, it's all sorts of stuff, all sorts of stringed instruments, all that kind of stuff. Then you've got also Krisla on flute, vocals, hand claps, congas, and tambourine. Hywa Gastier, or however he says his name, drums. And then, oh boy, here we go, Hagrahunden Godi Goldstein on all sorts of different keyboards, mini moog, mellotron, all sorts of stuff here, and also on keyboards and things, I guess. Danningkorn. God, obviously these are not the real names, but this band is like kind of steeped in this weird mystery, right? And then you got some guests on electric guitars and violin, and vocals and clarinet and hurdy-gurdy and other things like that. Anyway, the Norwegians, man, I'm telling you. And I don't know what's in the water over there in Scandinavia, but man, Norway and Sweden, that's where it's at these days for like prog rock and hard rock, man, and then some metal too. It's like, so anyway, you got 7 tracks on here. This is their, I don't know, they've got like 10, 12 albums. They've only been out for about a decade, but they're very, very prolific. Just keep pumping out stuff left and right. This is kind of pastoral, right? So if you've watched my George Joe review that I just did, not all that much different from that, but it is. These guys are very kind of upbeat and groovy. There's lots of folk on here. There's bits of jazz and chamber rock, and you hear like Gentle Giant, and you hear certainly lots of Jethro Tull influences, and there's some wonderful flute on this album. Great keyboards, Hammond organ, mellotron, moog, nice acrobatic rhythms, and the bass very up front in the mix. You got guitars mixed in, really good stuff. The vocals are a little wacky at times. Sometimes they're very good and kind of soothing, and other times on some of the more aggressive stuff, they're just a little on the weird side. But not weird bad, just different. So some of my favorite tracks on here, I really like the opener, Cycle of the Galfalgening, or however you say that. That's pretty cool. Then you got, and like I said, most of this, there is some English, there are some English language vocals on here, but most of it is in Norwegian. Hestehoven, the title track, really good, really complex, just bouncy, groovy type stuff. Some of this stuff, geez, reminds me, there's a Canterbury flair through some of this. So if you like Matching Mole and Hatfield in the North and National Health, there's little bits of that here. There's certainly some gong at times on here as well, just from the kind of like whimsical, upbeat, kind of groovy nature of some of these songs, which I think is really cool. Another one of my favorite tracks, which is really different because it's the slower, more kind of like ominous track on the album, which is called Kyprianos, which is track number 6. That's really different. That's just dark and just kind of creepy and whatnot. Very cool. And then for me, perhaps the best song on the album is the last one, The Wicked Ways of Witches and Wizards, which is just another 8 minutes long. That's really cool. Very Jethro Tully. It rocks. Got great flute, great organ and keyboards. There's a lot of good mellotron on this album. It's really not a bad song on here. Another good one is the near 8 minute long Den Behorned Guden, right, which is track number 3. I got the link down below to their Bandcamp page. You can go listen to the whole album in its entirety. I think it's really good. I'm gonna read you just a little bit of info here, so you guys can maybe get a little idea of what you to expect. Norway's most far-out and unique prog band, Tusmørke, is back. This album is not for the faint of heart. Like some great Babylonian harlot, the sinfully sweet sounds held within this record will deny no one, but they extract a great price. There will be no turning back should you proceed on this wretched path and cut your way through the thickets so green, for the path is fraught with danger and temptation. Proceed and you might find yourself sucked off, as it were, to a strange fairyland where every bush and clearing is gushingly alive with the brazen bacchanals of satyrs and nymphs. Continue and you will find yourself in a world where chance encounters of mildew-encrusted adult magazines carefully stashed away in the shrubs are nothing short of erotic mysteries reminiscent of ancient fertility cults. Life is never just sunshine and rainbows, and the same is true with Tusmørke, whose name means twilight in Norwegian. Like its namesake flower, the colt's foot, Hestehoven swells forth from the underworld, and this chthonic aspect is heavily present in the conceptual undertones as well. Tusmørke may conceivably be heathens, but certainly not unenlightened ones. This is music to hum along with as you pass a devil's pack through the keyhole of your local church, or rock out as you ride backwards on a dog all the way to the witches' Sabbath, where warlocks cackle and witches blush, where the priest, knowing more than his Lord's Prayer, binds old Eric to his bidding. This is true Norwegian, finger-clicking, butt-swinging prog rock, no more, no less, but cerebral in excess. Spring has sprung. It's if it's all too much to bear, close your eyes and think about the flowers. Hail Pan. Right, so there you have it. Tusmørke, Hestehoven on Charisma Records. Easy 4 out of 5 star. I'm kind of pushing that into the 4.5 region because this is really fun, energetic, weird Norwegian prog, and I just absolutely love it. Really, really great stuff. So go check it out and visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post, and please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below we get the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page, so thanks in advance for all your support there. We'll see you soon here with more stuff. I am Pete Pardo. Have a good one, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.